आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने गुकारस्तुन्धकारो वै ऋकारस्तन्निवर्तकः अन्धकारनिरोधित्वात् गुरुरत्तभिधीयते। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्रीहरिं परमानंदम उपदेष्टारमीश्वरं व्यापकं सर्वलोकानां कारणं तं नमाम्यहम्। अपरोक्षानुभूतिर्वै प्रोच्यते मोक्षसिद्धये सद्भिरेव प्रयत्नेन वीक्षणीया मुहुर्मुहुः। इत्यात्मदेहभेदेन देहात्मत्वं निवारितम्। इदानीं देहभेदस्य ह्यसत्वं स्फुटमुच्यते। एवं इति एवं आत्म देह भेदेन, the previous words atma deha bhavena, that there iti is iti ityevam sthite. Atma is distinct from the twofold body, deha, sthula and sukshma, the physical and the subtle. When that is the truth, then this Atma is the Deha. Deha is the Atma. Both ways. Atma Deha Bhavena Prapanchasya Satyata Tarkashastrena Ukta. And this was told yesterday, we have seen, lastly, Yatokta Tarkashastrena. Satyata means reality. It is Satyam. The Jagat is Satyam. And the Atma is Deha. Atma is Deha. So, Atma Deha Bhavena. Atma has Deha Bhava. Therefore, Atma is Deha, Deha is Atma. So this is a reality. And everything else also is the same. Each object is real. Therefore, duality is real. Iti prapanchasya satyata eva tarkashastrena ukta yatha. By the Tarkashastra, by this particular school, Nyaya Shastra, Nyaya Shastrena, Tarkashastrena, Vaisheshikena, Ukta, by a person called Vaisheshika or Nayyayika. As I told yesterday, how they create a false system. And this Satyata is this, what is it you are going to accomplish? Kim Purusharthata? There is nothing. There is no Purushartha. It's a waste of time. And therefore it is not worth even, it doesn't deserve even you are looking at it. Originally, it was a sparring partner. And that fellow becomes a real, another contention. They will say, there are 6 schools of thought. This is how they talk. There are 6 schools of thought. And one is, these 6 schools, they're all Vedikas. Those who accept the Veda, they are called Astikas. Purvamimamsaka, Vaisheshika, Nayyayika, Sankhya. These are the different people. Purvamimamsaka, then Vaisheshika, Nayyayika, it's a little improved person, Nayyayika, and then you have got Sankhya. A Sankhya, then they will say Vedanta. Then there is Vedanta, Pauranika, Vedanta. The Pauranika and Vedanta, these are all Astikas. In Vedanta itself, there are different people. There is Nimbarka, there is Vallabha, there is Ramanuja, Madhva. All talk about Vedanta. Strangely, they won't deal with Upanishads. They won't deal with Upanishads or Gita straight away. they will deal with only Brahma Sutras. Because Brahma Sutra means you can just say anything you want. Because a sutra. Sutra always has got a tradition. You have to go by the tradition. Otherwise, sutra means it's a brief statement. A brief statement, you can expand it the way you want. Therefore, they will comment only on that. It's very strange. So what I say, so there are schools of thought. Then this kind of schools of thought, one of them is Vedanta, Madhvaita. What kind of Shraddha you will have? There are already 6 schools of thought. This is how you study academically. There are 6 schools of thought. One of the schools is Vedanta. So what kind of commitment? For this you cannot burn your boats and pursue a school of thought. If it is a school of thought, it is against the very grain of the tradition. That's not true. So people take to a life of sannyasa, take to a life of karma yoga, not for a school of thought. Therefore, it's not looked upon like that. Therefore, this kind of a school, how any one of them, other than what we say, there is you are the whole. Except this, any other thesis is beneficial to a person. If you are less than the whole, you are limited. इसमें आगे पीछे क्या? Is always limited. The distance between the limited and the limitless is limitless. There is no improvement in this. So I am little less limited. You are more limited. There is no such thing. Between 1 and infinity, the distance is infinity. The difference is infinity. Between a zillion and infinity is the same distance. इसमें क्या आगे पीछे? That's what we say. This is a plain broomstick. And the other broomstick has got necklace. It got a, and this fellow says, my broomstick has got diamond necklace. But it cannot even have job satisfaction. You put diamond necklace to a broomstick. Broomstick cannot have job satisfaction. Broomstick has got job satisfaction if it brooms. But if it has got a necklace, and you can't use it for broom, nor the broom suppose thinks that I am a necklace to queen, and it won't broom. Therefore, there is no purusharthata. That has to be properly understood. And this man, of course, the translation is, hey, one more time I saw. Why I saw, I don't know. So, one more time I saw. Just to keep it in my mind, I saw.
Even has a footnote.
Huh?
It even has a footnote that even
This is a different thing, I think. The Tarka Shastra Nyaya compasses but a very insignificant aim in life. What does it say? Ask the question is, Kim Purusharthata? Purushartha means what is desired by a Purusha. An end achieved in life. Kim Purusharthata? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So what is the gain? You start with a limited life and remain a limited life. Start as a mortal, you remain a mortal. Start as a small person, you remain a small person. So what is the Purusharthata? What is it you have gained in terms of moksha? See, this fellow is carried away by something. So he says, the second line. Now this one. Now I will come back to that verse. The original English is very interesting. The object, however, of this enunciation of the vital fundamental difference between the two bodies and the Atman is not to establish the reality of the material universe, but to dissipate the ignorance. Oh, you dissipate the ignorance. Only I understand. You have to dissipate the ignorance, okay? I thought you dispel the ignorance, To dissipate the ignorance of confounding or identifying the Atman with the Dehas, it yet remains, however, to clearly demonstrate the unreality of the difference between the two. That is, it remains clearly to establish that the Dehas have no existence independent of and without the Atman. Not bad. No. Iti Atma Dehabedena Dehatmatvam Nivaritam. In this manner, Dehatmatvam Nivaritam. By the detailed discussion about the Atma and the Sthula Deha, two entirely different. One is subject to vikara, subject to modification, subject to change, subject to death. The other is the opposite. So one cannot be mistaken for the other, one cannot become the other, one cannot be taken for the other. And therefore, if it is taken, it is a mistake. Therefore, Dehatmatvam Nivaritam. Atma being the Deha, Deha being the Atma, this particular thinking, Dehatmatvam Nivaritam. This thinking is Nivaritam, is already negated. Why? By how? Atma Deha Bedena. The Deha Dvaya, this twofold body, Sthula Sukshma, is not the Atma. Means it's different from the Atma. Atma is as the Atma is. So it is self-evident. This is Paraprakashya. It is self-revealing. And the Deha, the two Dehas have to be revealed. They are objects. And therefore, Dehatma Bedena Dehatmatvam Nivaritam Idanim Deha Bedasya Asatvam Sputamuchyate. Here, mere Dehatma Beda is incomplete vichara. Is incomplete vichara. First, this is called Drigdrishya Viveka. Drishya is object, Drik is the subject. Therefore, what is the real subject is It should not be drishya. So, drigeva natu drishyate. This is called drig drishya viveka. Rupam drishyam, lochanam drik, tad drishyam, draktu manasam, drishyadhi vrittaya sakshi, drigeva natu drishyate. This is called drig drishya viveka. So, rupam drishyam, a form is seen. Lochanam drik, the lochanam eye. Eye means pair of eyes. So this eye is drik, the seer. Tad drishyam. Eye itself is objectified. To find out whether it is 20 by 20 or it is dull or it is blind, there is someone who is looking at it. And that one who knows about the conditions of the eyes. So that person is drik, the seer, and eye is seen, drishya. In a different way it is seen, drishya. Then, tad drishyam, draktu manasam, drishya, dhi vrittayaha. All the thoughts in the mind are drishyaha, they are also objectified by you. Therefore, sakshi drikyeva. Sakshi, the witness of all of them, is the drik. And if there is any drishya element therein, that also drishya. Any changes are there, anything that is objectified by you, even in the drik, that becomes drishya. And that which is not available for objectification, that which doesn't need to be objectified to know, to reveal its existence. Every time you talk about existence implies your objectification, your understanding, your knowledge of it, to say this is. But that which doesn't need to be objectified, to say it is, that is what Atma. To say it is not, so only when it is objectified it is not. Not is objectified. So not objectified means it is object of knowledge. Like the hand is object of knowledge, the absence of pot in my hand, that is also object of knowledge. And therefore, so what doesn't need to be objectified, and always that means its existence is self-revealing, doesn't require to be revealed in order to know it is. And that is Atma Drigeva Natu Drishyate. It is never objectified. This is the Drig Drishya Viveka. In this, there is a certain incompleteness, because any one Viveka you do, for certain simplicity's sake, you do something, but then it opens up new issues, and those issues are to be addressed. What are the issues? One big issue is, when you say the subject-object, drik is not drishya, drishya is not drik, like this, you separate both. This beda, this difference, now creates Dvaitam. This is called a banana peel argument. And therefore, garbage is also, it's a city problem. Garbage disposal is a city problem. The New York City has to deal with garbage. And therefore, how to find places to keep all the garbage? That's a problem. So they have got all these places and the reclaiming and all that. So they try to do. So how much you can do? How can you do what you can do? They go on reclaiming land. So by doing this, And they go on dumping, keep on dumping, keep on dumping. It's a problem. Garbage disposal is a huge industry. It's a very big industry. And one fellow is a billionaire. And then what is your business? He comes out in suit. And if you see him, you will never think that he has got this kind of... He says, I am a CEO of a corporation. I am the managing director also. And they say, CEO of a corporation. What corporation? What corporation? We are dealing with disposals. No, what? We just take care of. We dispose. Dispose what? So you run some outlets or what? No, I mean, you have to press. We take care of the whole city garbage. This fellow has got so many vehicles, a lot of people employed. Oh, go on dumping. Big business. Day after day. There is no holiday. Therefore, don't say what you throw away is not reality. That is the reality. Throwing away is the reality. Baki sab bach gaya reality. That is the reality. You have to survive from them. And that is the big reality. At least equal reality. Therefore, what you take also is reality. What is thrown away also is the reality. And that reality has to be taken care of. If you don't take care of it, it will take care of you. Yeah? Whether it's a dead rat or that which is like a dead rat. Because this garbage has got all meat. They are all meat. It is therefore that it's all rotten meat and they throw away. In the throw away, that is why they have got a plastic bag and then put it there. Even then when you come out, there is a smell. In all these big buildings, outside when this bag is there, you will have all kinds of smell. Why? Because it's all rotten meat. And therefore it's all just they eat and something is thrown away. And it all goes into this. And then plastic, thank God plastic came. And so you can't say plastic is bad. Yeah? If the plastic is not there, everything is bad. Therefore, they put it in plastic and then... How much plastic, my God? Only good thing is it can be recycled. Until you can no more recycle. So recycle, degraded plastic, again recycle, add something, recycle. Something else comes out, bring doormat out of it. And so varieties of things you just recycle because it is bio, non-degradable. It is satyam. This is... It's a reality. And therefore it is not Atma alone, it's reality. This is Atma reality, but Atma. Everything is reality. This is Atma reality, and the body is reality, mind is reality, everything is reality. Therefore, everybody, every therapist is important. The psychological issues are very, very big issues. Everything is important because this is a reality, that is a reality. That reality pushes me, this reality. In fact, the most pushy, aggressive reality is what you throw. And Atma is what? Passive, asangaha. And then this one pushes the Atma to the extent that it can push. That is why it is not in the vicinity of your life, okay? It's not anywhere. Atma asangaha. You don't know what is the meaning of that. And Atma anandaha. Wait for it. Atma ananda. And therefore, it's all somewhere. Because these fellows are pushy. Because two realities. So your own teaching creates duality. And you say Atma is non-dual. In this also modern Vedanta has missed the bus. I don't know in which it did not miss the bus. It has been missing the bus. It is missing the bus. That is why it flies. Okay, so this, so this it's missing, it's missing the bus because you have to discuss this. That's only to point out Atma. And what is negated as not Atma, its reality has to be discussed, without which the whole teaching is incomplete. You will not gain any Purushartha. Purushartha means no gain in the pursuit. Why? Because you will be denying problems without solving them. So you need to understand the reality of the negated prapancham, the negated world and this deha. Negated body, two bodies. And anything drishya. So it amounts to all that is there except the Atma, the witness. And therefore, Deha Bedasya Idanim, now, the Deha which is other than this Atma, there is a difference between Atma and the Deha. The Bedasya Asatvam. The Veda is not totally true. If it is totally true, you are finished. It is not totally true. Oh. Therefore it is non-existence. Asatvam. This is what he says here. It remains clearly to establish that the dehas have no existence. Then he says, independent of thank God. So, dehasya asatvam sputam uchyate. Asatvam is mithya. It is neither independently existent, nor it is non-existence. It is in between. That is called mithya. Asatvam sputam uchyate. Sputam clearly, spashtam, very clearly, uchyate is said now, means in the following verses. Chaitanyasya ekarupatvat vedo yukto na karhichate jivatvam chamrishagnyeyam rajjau sarpagraho yata. this is an obvious thing. That any object which is the object of our pratyaya. This is how technically we understand this. Shabda pratyaya. And the Vishaya. A word, flower, Shabda. And there is a pratyaya, there is a cognition of an object. Flower is the Shabda, the word. There is a cognition involving an object as the meaning of the word flower. And therefore we say Shabda and Pratyaya. Pratyaya is a particular object cognition, Pratyaya. Shabda and its relevant Pratyaya. Flower, if you say, there is a flower cognition, Shabda Pratyaya. Now, this flower cognition is because there is a flower. That is why you have the word flower. The moment I say flower, you have a flower in your head. It may be rose, it may be carnation, it may be chrysanthemum. There is a flower. Because I only used the generic word flower, I said, common word. Then if I say rose, there is also flower. But a particular flower. The rose becomes flower. Within the flower, a subset. Rose. Rose also, I want to distinguish one rose from another. Therefore, I say it's a red rose. So, once I say red rose, there is a Shabda and Pratyaya. Red rose is a compound. Red dash rose, one word. And the Pratyaya, red rose, one object. And for which you have prior perception and knowledge. Before you heard red rose, the word, you had gathered the knowledge by direct perception of red rose, and red rose is in your knowledge bank. The moment you hear the word red rose, there is red rose in your head. Therefore, it is object-based knowledge. Because there is an object. There is object-based knowledge. Therefore, Shabda and Pratyaya, word and its meaning, is called Pratyaya. It's more precise. The cognition of the meaning of the word. So this every object is the object of your pratyaya, which has a shabda. That is the reason why the word is enough to think of the object, even though the object is not in front of you. That is why even human beings have got names. If there are two names which are similar names, two people having the same name, then you have to qualify at least one of them. One of them you have to qualify. So if the name is Devadatta, and there are many Devadattas, in those days a common word it is, all books are full of Devadattas. If there are many Devadattas in the society, Devadatta means the one who is born because of grace of Bhagavan, Deva. It is a gift from Bhagavan. That is the meaning. Devena dattaha. Devadattaha. Devena Ishwarena dattaha. Is given by Ishvara. So this Devadatta, too many are there, therefore you say, in India there is no problem. They will put one initial. Yes, Devadatta. Yes, Devadatta means what? Somadatta's son. So, Somadatta's son, Devadatta. Yes, Devadatta. Only after coming here, this yes and all that won't work here. It's all no, and therefore they will say, you better give the full name, second name. We don't have a second name. We have a name, and then the father's name to distinguish, then you put one initial. Father's first letter, the name's first letter. Yes, Devadatta. But here two names are required, and therefore they will give the full name of a father. Or the title or whatever. Mantravadi. Mantravadi means title. Mantravada, like there are so many vadas, Rasavada, means disciplines of knowledge. So Mantravada also is a discipline of knowledge of all the mantras. The one who has the mantras is a Mantravadi. It's a title, family title. So you give two names you give. You keep on qualifying yourself so that the moment you hear the word and once you know the person and this is the name, and then naturally between the abhidhana, the word, and the abhideya, the object, the difference being not there, in the sense one brings in its wake the object invariably. And therefore, whether object is there or not, word will bring the object in your head. Therefore, all words that we have gathered are object-based really. What we have understood, including particles, they're all objects involving an observer. Now the question here is, what is to be understood is, what is the reality of this object? That is what is being done here. What is the reality of the object? The reality of the knowledge of object is consciousness. There is nothing. It's not nothing, it's easy to understand. What is the reality of the object which has the reality? And whether it is a macro object, micro object, there is a reality about the object. Table. Different from chair. Two different objects. Functions are different forms. Therefore, each word has an object, its own object to indicate. We are not analyzing the knowledge of these objects. We are analyzing the reality of these objects. It's entirely different analysis. Therefore, the reality of knowledge means the reality of object knowledge is the object. Because without that object, there is no knowledge thereof. Jnanam being as true as the object. Vastu tantratvat. And therefore, completely omitting the object, if you analyze only the knowledge of the object, you are again accused of reductionism. You reduce the world into knowledge, and then knowledge you reduce to consciousness, and therefore all one consciousness. It only makes a very profound topic into too simplistic. Like Lalu Prasad said in an election meeting, I am told, why the government, central government, बोलते हैं, ये सरकार नहीं बोलते हैं, पैसा नहीं है, पैसा नहीं है, पैसा नहीं है. पैसा हमेशा पैसा नहीं है. हम लोग आने से, उधर कुर्सी में बैठने से हम लोग क्या करेगा? हम भी बोलेगा ऐसा, पैसा नहीं है, पैसा नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं बोलेंगे. हम नया नया प्रिंटिंग प्रेस शुरू करेंगे. This government is saying all the time there is no money, no money, no money. You get us elected. Do you know what we will do? We will start new printing presses and then produce a lot of money. And Bihar pura bharenge. We will just fill up Bihar with money. And Biharis all vote for you. He gets elected. It's simplistic. And therefore, this asattvam of the object has to be properly understood. The reality of the object is to be properly understood. Therefore, here there is a big attempt to explain this. Let us analyze. Now there is a difference between, this much you understand, difference between the knowledge pratyaya, shabda pratyaya, and the object. Object is the reality. We say there is no object reality except the subject, except the cognition. That has to be understood properly. What does it mean? Whether you take, you have to take this at the level of the total. We have a certain knowledge of reality which we recognize as mithya. The definition of mithya is adhisthana ananyat. That which is not separate from its own adhisthana. That which is not separate, understand the word, that which is not separate from its own locus adhisthana. Very interesting. Suppose I say locus, location. So you cannot say an object located is not separate from its locale, locus, like even. So this flower is in my hands, in my hand, that is the location. The locative case is in my right hand. And being located here, it is separable. It is separate. Therefore, it is separable. Now it is in my left hand. In my right hand. Magic. It is not there. In fact, it's all magic. You think you understand all this. Therefore, you look for a different type of magic. And I am dealing with only the understood magic, okay? Understood non-magic. Understood, construed to be understood non-magic. So this is separate. But you take my table, located where? On the floor. Floor is separate. We can move this, okay? I am talking in terms of wood that I see when I see the table. And I am not able to see the table independent of that wood. Of any other material it is made of, that I have to see. I am constrained to see. If it is a plastic chair, I have to see the plastic. I don't like seeing plastic. I want only chair. You can't. You can't. I want only shirt. I don't want fabric. You can have clothes that will be, the king's clothes, emperor's clothes. You know emperor's clothes? Yeah? So, this is the reality. This is your object reality. And therefore, let us call this as Adhisthana Ananyat. It is not really locus. It is an incidental, tableness is an incidental property of wood. This is with lot of caution told. Till the moment you say property and all that, you have got great ideas. That is why I put one incidental. I didn't say it's a property of wood. If it is a property of wood, wood must be always stable. No. Wood is wood. It has got woodenness. Therefore, wherever woodenness there is wood. That is why when you have to say touch wood and no wood is available around, you put it here. And therefore, because the woodenness is wood, and that is recognized, that is acknowledged. And therefore, you put your hand on your head. I don't understand this. I don't want to understand that because I cannot talk to these people. And so, because if I talk to wood, then I will be in the woods. And naturally, I will be lost in the woods. Therefore, I don't want to accept that. This is okay. This is okay. Wood. Wooden table. And therefore, the wood is wood. That which has got woodness is wood. Not tableness or chairness or anything made up of wood. Those things are not there. That means what? While that tableness is not the property of wood, the tableness, where will I put this? Because it cannot exist, a property cannot exist independent of an object. It is an attribute. Where will it, what is the substantive for me? Well, the substantive is table. Okay, come on. Tableness is the attribute. What is the substantive? The substantive is wood. There's wood. Here wood. Oh yeah, it's wooden table, wood. Just now you said wood is one, that which has got woodness. Now, what is this stable attribute to wood? Tableness cannot be attributed to anything else here because it exists only in this wood, and therefore, nor it can be a part of wood because wood has got woodenness. Woodenness will not include tableness. Then it will say, yeah, who are you? It will not include, I am table, I am woodness. And there is no tableness in me. And therefore, so it is free from tableness, chairness. doorness, varieties of things. So what? So let us say it is a superimposed, this is another word, another problem word. The superimposed attribute on the wood. Superimpose this. Okay, leave the word. Then what? So let us say it is an incidental attribute. What is incidental attribute? देखने से होता है नहीं होता है. So sometimes it is, you can see it, it's not there. It's not intrinsic. Therefore, I have to use the word. I cannot say extrinsic attribute, nor intrinsic attribute. I use the word incidental attribute. This is what is called mithya. This is magic, in other words. We'll see the magic again when we come back. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaye Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.